Friday night football takes center stage in Ypsilanti, where a warm, windy 86-degree evening greets two teams coming off very different Week 0 performances. Eastern Michigan is home again with momentum after opening MAC play with a 21-13 victory over new conference member Sacramento State. The Eagles were powered by senior running back Joey Matord, who rushed for 174 yards and 2 touchdowns, a performance that led all FBS running backs in rushing in Week 0. Across the field, San Jose State is looking to regroup after a humbling 55-7 loss at 15th-ranked USC. The Spartans were held to just 83 yards of total offense while surrendering 581 yards to the Trojans, making tonight's matchup an early opportunity to prove they're better than what they showed in Los Angeles. One team is looking to stay unbeaten, the other is looking to bounce back, and both know it's only September, but every game matters. San Jose State and Eastern Michigan are ready to kick it off.
This is Ryerson Stadium in Ypsilanti, Michigan. It's the San Jose State Spartans and the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline.
Apparently it's not windy anymore.
The Spartans headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Fielded in the end zone, it's James. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Eastern Michigan's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on the, he actually is the best player on this team. And he is option number 1 for the squad.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the pass. Finds his man. It's Blackwell. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Wide receiver going in motion. The run from the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Sends it back in motion. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Spartans offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And they're trusting this transfer senior quarterback to get things going. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air, it's Weaver. Rushes on him. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running inside. It's Bates. Got 9 yards on the play. Leaves him with 3rd and a yard. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give from the gun. Sweet cut there. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? It'll be a draw. And tackled there by the defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Gain of 10. And 1st down for the offense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Weaver. Pressure coming. He's got his man, makes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Single back formation, and they give it to it. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Couldn't connect with his man in the end zone, but they're going to back up after this penalty is announced, I believe. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Kim. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his 1st sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll loft one deep down the left side. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Can't get him to the ground. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. We've come to the end of the period, and San Jose State is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Weaver. What a grab with one hand. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10.
A pickup of 8. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
He goes right back to the air. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
San Jose State 6, Eastern Michigan 0. Number 49, Celtic kick it away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. They'll start this drive going to the air. They are going up for grabs, and he beats his man and pulls it down. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game. Fires downfield. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Weaver. Under fire. On the move at the 30. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. On the move and looking deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Picked off.
That's a great job by this defense, doing something that you haven't been able to do to this quarterback. We talked about him early in the game. Like, this guy is a baller. He's got his team playing so well. Nice job reading his eyes, seeing where he's going with the football, getting the first pick of it. This is not normal. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. So great sign early for this defense, forcing the turnover.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry? So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There's some room. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. And the Eagles line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. To the air, it's Kim. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the hands because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. And this quarterback really needs to come out of his funk right now. They just haven't found any rhythm whatsoever in the passing game. It has cost them on the scoreboard. They'll have to come from behind, and they'd love to get something going here. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw it again. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw again. Fires on the move. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Give to the back. Powers through the defender. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Quick release by the QB. He's not quite going to have enough. Picked up a couple on the play, and it'll be 4th down, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. To throw, it's Weaver. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the counter. Creates a little room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Eastern Michigan going fast.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Makes the catch. It's Mack. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Kim. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Fires to the middle. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Eagles!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Let's see what he can do with the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Colorado taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Buffs, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Back now to your game at Ypsilanti. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And just like that, let's send it back to the guys inside the factory.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Punt is in the air. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Kim. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They booted away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Going for the big play. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Spartans. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Kim. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this offense, man, here in the second half, they give up another sack, and they're just not as crisp. Like first half, it felt like they were in a good rhythm. Nice job by this defense. After half, coming out with some adjustments that has confused this offense.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clay. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Riley. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. They're working that left side. Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Spartans headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, San Jose State. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Looking for a man. It's Weaver. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got his man on the outside. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The option look. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He fires a bullet to the right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They look near finished at the half, but what a comeback here in the 3rd quarter, and now an opportunity to take the lead.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play call.
Here's a little room there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Weaver. Looking for a big play. Pass is broken up downfield, and look who's there. The linebacker covering serious ground. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The screen, and watch out. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's McClure. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The run inside. It's Bates. Maybe a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looking downfield, it's Weaver. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Second down, he'll throw it. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On third down, he drops to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the fifth kick of the night. And they can't get on top of it. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Snagged out of the air. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They'll send three wideouts left, one to the right on 2nd and 5. Caught over the middle. It's Isaac. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. San Jose State's offense takes over and heads onto the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the back. Makes one man miss. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Rushes on him. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him.
Makes the grab in their space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Spartans in the hurry-up.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off.
The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Running inside, it's Bates. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Spartans will punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
Off the RPO, complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Dropping back, it's Kim. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They used a timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to the run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. At the 20, he's got space. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the vault. Now the Spartans calling their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the quarterback takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So Eastern Michigan uses a big second quarter to get the narrow 21-19 win. San Jose State did fight back, scoring 13 points in the third quarter, but they couldn't score in the fourth, and Eastern Michigan gets the win 21-19. Eastern Michigan now with 2 close wins to begin 2026 to start 2-0. San Jose State is now 0-2. This week, a much better effort than they had against 15th ranked USC last week, though, losing 55-7 there. This week, they fight back and almost get the win. Taking a look at the team stats here, San Jose State actually did have the edge in first downs 20-19 and total offense 408 to 342. Rushing yards, San Jose State had the edge 174 to 117. Passing yards, San Jose State had the edge 234 to 225. Third down conversion percentage was in favor of San Jose State, 33% to 25%. Both teams had 1 turnover. It was an interception for both teams, and the time of possession battle, that was won by Eastern Michigan by about a minute. Looking at the player stats for Eastern Michigan, Noah Kim finishes 21 of 36 for 225 yards, 2 touchdowns passing, 1 interception thrown. For San Jose State, Luke Weaver finishes 17 of 42, 234 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Leading rusher for San Jose State was Tyler Jacklich, only 10 carries, but he had 100 yards and a touchdown. He had a 39-yard touchdown at one point. For Eastern Michigan, led by Joey Mattard, I don't know how you say his name, 19 carries for 137 yards, another solid day for him. He was kept out of the end zone. Noah Kim did get a rushing touchdown, but a good day for Mattard, however you say his name. Leading receiver for Eastern Michigan, I guess we got to go with Travis Blackwell. 4 catches for 80 yards and a touchdown. Harold Mack also had a receiving touchdown. For San Jose State, we got to go with Jordan Anderson, 2 catches for 86 yards and a touchdown. Leading blocker for San Jose State was Tyler Chen with 7 pancakes. For Eastern Michigan, it was Derek Davis, also with 7 pancakes. He did give up 2 sacks, though. Defensive leaders for Eastern Michigan, Barry Manning led the team in total tackles with 12. It was a 4-way tie for the lead in tackles for loss. 4 guys had 2 tackles for loss. Sacks, it was a 3-way tie for sacks. Barry Manning, Rodney Pedden, and Quincy Bias all had a sack. And then Quincy Bias had the only interception for Eastern Michigan. For San Jose State, Runye Norton had the interception. Noah Siaosi had 2 sacks to lead the team. Nate Lewis led the team in tackles for loss with 3, and total tackles they were led by CJ Blackburn with 9. Kicking stats for San Jose State, Trajan Sinatra made both of his field goal attempts with a long of 40. He's also 1 of 1 on extra point attempts. For Eastern Michigan, Rudy Kessinger was 3 of 3 on extra point attempts. No field goal attempts for him. Eastern Michigan punting, Daniel Hull had 8 punts for an average of 56.7 yards per punt. And for San Jose State, Trent Carrizosa had 7 punts for an average of 54 yards per punt. Kick returns for San Jose State, Jordan Anderson had 4 returns for an average of 17 yards per return. And for Eastern Michigan, Malachi James had 3 returns for an average of 19.3 yards per return. Punt returns for Eastern Michigan, Malachi James had 2 returns for an average of 12.5 yards per return. And San Jose State's Jordan Anderson had 2 returns for an average of 5 yards per return. Looking at the scoring summary, first quarter, San Jose State got on the board first with a 31-yard field goal from Trajan Sinatra. The Spartans led 3-0 after 1. In the second quarter, Sinatra hits another field goal, this time from 40 yards out. But then Eastern Michigan gets a 4-yard touchdown run from Noah Kim, an 8-yard touchdown pass from Noah Kim to Harold Mack, and then a 27-yard touchdown pass from Kim to Travis Blackwell. And Eastern Michigan took a 21-6 lead at the halftime break. In the third quarter, San Jose State gets a 63-yard touchdown pass from Luke Weaver to Jordan Anderson, and then a 39-yard touchdown run from Tyler Jacklich. They do go for 2, but don't get it, and that is the difference in the ball game, as there was no scoring in the fourth quarter. So Eastern Michigan gets the 21-19 win at home. Eastern Michigan now, again, 2-0 on the year, 1-0 in conference. San Jose State 0-2. Really bad loss to USC, but you can kind of understand that one. Then a close loss here at Eastern Michigan. Headline says, home field advantage. The Eastern Michigan Eagles are now 2-0 after defeating San Jose State at Rynearson Stadium. They've got the players of the game as Barry Manning for Eastern Michigan and Charles Cox III for San Jose State. You see Eastern Michigan only led on the scoreboard as San Jose State won the statistical battle, but they couldn't get the win as Eastern Michigan gets the win. Taking a look at what game will be coming your way next. We've got FCS Midwest at the Kansas Jayhawks in Lawrence, another Friday night game. But from Ypsilanti, Michigan, the Eastern Michigan Eagles at 2-0 now after a 21-19 win over San Jose State, who drops to 0-2, and we will see you next time.